You'll have to forgive me. I haven't shaved yet. I'm in my informal hang around wear, and I'm a little stuffy, so my voice doesn't sound that great. Sorry about that. I first have to do a quick update. When I discussed Jean Assam's autobiography, I mentioned that she is bisexual. Well, Jean personally contacted me. She saw the video and she contacted me, and she said to me that I was mistaken, because in the autobiography she talks about boyfriends and girlfriends, but she made a correction for me. She wasn't mad, wasn't nasty, she was very pleasant and polite. She does not view herself as bisexual. I heard another interview with her one time, or she wrote about herself, and she said, "I'm a gay cop." Jean considers herself to be gay. That is how she views herself. And I said bisexual when she interprets herself as gay. I'm not making a judgment call on her. That's her personal life. I have a cousin who was a lesbian, and she married her friend last month, okay? So I'm not making any personal animosity. I'm just making a correction. Jean corrected my statement, and I am updating the audience as to that correction. She wasn't mad at me at all, just that's how she views herself. Okay? But I was on Twitter last night. My Twitter handle is VinnyS914, just like it is here. And I commented on something, and it was one of those things where I don't get very often. In fact, I never get it, where in like 10 minutes, everyone and their mother was retweeting, favoriting, replying, responding, blah, blah, blah. Picture of moms demand action. Now, you've probably seen this picture before. It's at least several months old, if not a year old. I have actually blocked out the boys' faces. You probably saw their faces on the internet. That's fine. But I have blocked out their faces here for the reason that I don't want them exploited. Moms demand action exploits children, and I don't want to lower myself to their level. I know. The thing is, one of these things has been banned for public safety to protect children. This is a dodgeball. This is an AR type rifle. I don't know if it's Colt, Bushmaster, pick one. Now dodgeball, for those of you that don't know, there might be different variations of it, so if your variation is different from mine, fine. Dodgeball means you have two teams of kids that are about the same age. You don't want to have 7th graders and kindergartners stand on opposite sides of a gym, and they throw a ball at each other, usually a rubber ball, or it's not a basketball, it's sometimes a volleyball, sometimes a soccer ball, but they throw a ball at each other, and if someone throws a ball at you and hits you, you're out. You have to dodge the ball. I was good at dodging, but not at catching. I will say one thing though. Okay, well, someone throws a ball at you and hits you, you're out. If they throw the ball at you and you catch it, you're safe and they're out. One time there was a girl in my 6th grade class throwing a dodgeball at me, and I spun around and caught the ball in between her arm and my ribcage by accident, and she was out. Best catch ever, and I sucked at it. Well, dodgeball isn't always fair for a lot of guys. You might have a 6th grader. Boys and girls played together when I was a kid on dodgeball. Not formal teams and formal competition, just recreational gym activity. And I was a small guy when I was a kid. A lot of people were bigger than me. So you might have a 6th grader who's really big and powerful, and he might throw the dodgeball at his friend who is the same age but just small, and he might hurt him. So a lot of parents complain it's been banned. And they're saying you ban dodgeball to protect the kids, but you don't ban AR-15s to protect the kids. Now, the old conversation was your rifle was allowed one evil feature: bayonet lug, or pistol grip, or collapsible buttstock, or flash hider. You're allowed one, it's fine. You have more than one, it's a felony. Now the conversation is there are 7 or 8 evil features. Any muzzle accessory, bayonet lug, flash hider, pistol grip, forward vertical grip, this stock, I mean, you get the idea. Now, the concept is if you have a banned feature on your rifle, it is a felony charge punishable by 3 years in prison. Some states have it and are fighting it, other states don't have it, blah, blah, blah. It was at the federal level for 10 years, blah, blah, blah. Well, the conversation moms demand action is they don't want you to have any evil feature on your firearm if they allow you to have it at all. This rifle, you might not be able to see it, has a collapsible buttstock, a bayonet lug, a flash hider, and the pistol grip. So according to Moms Demand Action, according to their own view of the world, not mine, according to their own standards, this boy should serve 3, 6, 9, 12 years in state prison. Or 12 years in federal prison, because if you'll notice, the rifle he's holding has all 4 evil features, and each evil feature is 1 felony charge. Each felony charge is 3 years. Maybe he pleads guilty and serves only 1 term of 3 years, but Moms Demand Action says this should be 12 years in prison for the rifle because bayonet lug, pistol grip, flash hider equals 3 years apiece. Now, the magazine capacity. This standard capacity 30-round magazine. The conversation was 10 rounds is enough, then 7 rounds, then 5 rounds, then no rounds, have no magazine, just put 1 round in the chamber, blah, blah, blah. According to Moms Demand Action, if your magazine can physically hold more than X, X could be 10, X could be 7, X could be 5. If your magazine can hold X number of rounds, it doesn't matter if the magazine is empty. Just the magazine should be 3 years in prison. So plus the magazine, another 3 years, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. This boy, according to Moms Demand Action's own standards, this boy should serve 15 years in prison because he's holding this rifle. They don't want you to have it, so they give it to a kid for posing in a picture. Now, where is this? A gymnasium. Is that gymnasium in a school? Maybe. According to federal law, for many years, you cannot have a firearm in school unless you're a police officer, or in some cases for armed guards, you have permission from the school's principal or school superintendent. Like a celebrity's bodyguard can carry a gun in school with permission from the school. In New York State, where I live, you can carry a gun on a school campus if the superintendent of schools gives you written permission. You know, the superintendent of schools in New York State can hire you as an armed guard, give you a gun, and give you a written letter giving you permission to have the gun on school grounds. Or a celebrity's bodyguard can carry a gun on a college campus. But this kid, unless he has a written letter from the school board saying he can have a gun on the school grounds, or unless he has some type of federal special carry license to carry the gun on the school grounds, this kid can get another 3 years in prison for being in school with the gun. So that's 3 more years, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. This kid should serve 18 years in prison for the simple fact that he's got the gun with all 4 features, plus the magazine, plus in a school. I mean, it's almost like Moms Demand Action has a kid. It's like if Partnership for Drug-Free America. If Partnership for Drug-Free America had a kid sitting at a table with a needle in his arm and told you kids shouldn't have needles, okay? It's almost like you got an 8-year-old boy in bed with Michael Jackson and you take a picture of it and say, 8-year-old boy, you shouldn't be in bed with Michael Jackson. Well, excuse you, you're doing it. Okay, remember Dianne Feinstein? Gun safety with the friggin', yeah. Okay, now, Moms Demand Action also wants gun safety. When we go for our licenses and our whatever the frig, we take NRA certified gun safety courses. Gun safety. Okay. The bolt is closed. The magazine is inserted. I can't see the safety because it's on the opposite side. Is this gun loaded? Maybe. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But it could be. Where's his finger? So, you're talking about federal gun safety. So to talk about federal, and you don't want kids to have guns. So, we need to talk about federal gun safety, and kids shouldn't have guns. So, let's have a kid go to school with a gun with 4 assault features and an assault clip, have the bolt closed, and have his finger on the trigger. Okay? They are illustrating exactly what not to do. Now, there was a sheriff in Milwaukee. He said, you should seriously consider taking a gun safety class. Gun safety. That's what Moms Demand Action wants. They want gun safety. Every town for gun safety. Well, Emperor Bloomberg gave his opponent $150,000. The sheriff talks about gun safety, and Emperor Bloomberg spends 150 grand to try to unseat him. Wait a minute, I thought he wanted gun safety. Oh well. I have another update I'll close with. Remember the safety video for massage therapist, how a massage therapist in a room with a client can keep herself or himself safe? And I gave a few pointers. The woman that I was talking to, who inspired me to make that video, was talking to me about an hour ago. Without giving you too much information, she lives outside of the Ferguson area. Yes, Ferguson. She doesn't live in Ferguson, she lives near it. Near enough to be on edge. You know where she went? She went to the FFL and bought a .40 caliber, but she didn't say exactly make and model yet. I gotta get back to her on that. She didn't get a gun-free zone sign, and she sure as fucking shit didn't join Moms Demand Action. And her reason is, I got kids, man. Okay, thank you.